the end of this lesson, when we finish the lesson, I'm going to make sure that I show you where you are going to find the work in the Google Classroom, because I think we had challenges. Some of you were not seeing the work when you go to our Google Classroom. Some people were raising, "Teacher, I don't see the work." So after the lesson, I'm going to make sure that I take you through so that you can be able to see the work which is in the Google Classroom. Yes, we let's give it like some 2 minutes so that we can begin our lessons. Of course, when we are beginning our lessons, we begin with the opening prayer. That is very, very crucial. And maybe we shall start with the opening prayer, and I briefly introduce to you the program, and then we can start. So let me request someone here to lead us into the opening prayer. Yes. So Ben, you ready there? Ben, you ready there? You can pray for us.
Let's pray. Our Father who art in heaven, we thank you for this day. We thank you for protecting us. May you protect us as we are going to learn this lesson, and give us wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to understand this lesson, and give other people knowledge who are coming to start this lesson, and give us when we pray. Amen.
Amen. Yes. So members, that has been a wonderful prayer from Ben. At the beginning, I asked Ben Carson that which class are you exactly in? He told me P4. So this is primary 4, but however, I just want to welcome everyone who has endeavored to join us in this lesson. This is Edify e-learning project, where we are saying every child deserves to learn and flourish. This project is sponsored by Edify Uganda. Edify is working hand in hand with the Christian School Owners Association. The Christian School Owners Association are the organizer of this program. They are the one making sure that they mobilize the learners and the schools such that they are able to learn online during this difficult time. This program is implemented by ICT Teachers Association of Uganda. In this program, we do a lot of things. One, we have the Zoom session. We learn on Zoom, like at this time. And also, this lesson is also live on YouTube. For those of you who are not able to join us on Zoom, can also follow us on YouTube and follow the lessons as it moves. So we have a number of technologies that we are using, how learners can access the work. Learners can access the work after the lesson. You can access the work in what we call the Google Classroom. So we have Google Classroom. In a Google Classroom, it is where you find the classwork, like the notes. After teaching, a child has to copy the notes in his or her book. So you can find this work in the Google Classroom of your class. For this case, in P4, you can go to P4. Under the section of science, you will find the notes. Section of mathematics, you find the notes. Also, we give a number of work. We also give exercise or assignment. And in assignment, you can still find it in the Google Classroom. But assignment is set in very many ways. We can set it in what we call the Google form, where the learner do some quiz in the Google, in form of Google form. You have there some quiz where you can play around with it and you answer. Then also we give our assignment in what we call the Google Doc. So Google Doc helps you to just edit your work. You just edit your work using Google Doc and you just submit. So these are some of the technologies that we are using in this program to make sure that every child is able to do something at least. So we really thank our sponsors, the implementers, and the organizer for all these initiatives that they have put for us to learn online. Thank you so much. Yes, also I would like to let you know that this is primary 4 for those who are joining us for the first time. This is primary 4 and we are going to learn mathematics this morning. So this lesson is presented by Akenya Tonny. The person who is talking, I am called Akenya Tonny. My name is Akenya Tonny. So our lesson today, we are going to be discussing addition of weeks and days. So this is still under our topic of time. So we are going to be talking about addition of weeks and days. So that is what we are going to discuss in this lesson. So I call upon all the learners who have joined us to really pay attention and we see how we can add weeks and days. Then for those of you who may like to find me, like to contact me, this is my telephone number and it is the WhatsApp number. So you can either text me a message on WhatsApp in case you have a challenge. We have handled a number of issues for some of the parents and children who are having issues. So you can easily contact me through this line. And also this is my email address. So for those who want to email me, this is my email address. Okay, so thank you for that introduction. Now, the first thing that I want to do before we go to our lesson today, what I want to do is to at least remind you on what we learned last week. Last week we learned about changing days to weeks. Therefore, I gave some numbers. I gave some numbers for children to try. But I've picked only 2 numbers that I want us to do the corrections. So I picked only 2 numbers that I want us to go through. So this is the number that I gave you in the exercise, and good enough that I've marked most of your work and you have really passed the numbers. So here the question is, change the following days to weeks. This is what we learned last week. So for example, part A, they are saying change 21 days to weeks. So this is where I want to start involving my learners. How do we change 21 days to weeks? Yes, is there any learner who wants to do for us this number? We are just doing correction. So you can come on and do for us this number. I have here Jasmine who wants to do for us the correction for that number. Yes, Jasmine.
Yes, teacher.
Can you change for us 21 days to weeks?
Okay, teacher.
Yes.
Week.
Yes, I'm going to write what you are saying.
1 week equals 7 days.
Okay, Jasmine is saying 1 week equals 7 days. You can go ahead.
21 days equals question mark.
Okay, 21 days. So where do I write 21 on the side of days here? Eh?
Yes.
21 days equals, here I put a question mark. Yes, so how many weeks are in 21 days now?
21 days equals 21 divided by 7.
So here we are going to divide 21 divided by 7. So what is 21 divided by 7?
You go on your side work.
Yes.
You divide 21 divided by 7.
Should I use long division? Should I use a fraction like this?
A fraction.
Okay.
Then 7 divided by 7 equals 1. 21 divided by 7 then equals 3.
Equals 3. Okay, so
21 days equals 3 weeks.
okay, 21 days equals
3 weeks.
3 weeks. Yes, thank you so much, Jasmine. This is what most of your friends also got, that in 21 days, we have 3 weeks. So Jasmine, thank you so much.
You're welcome, teacher.
Okay, so members, you can see how your friend has changed the 21 days 2 weeks. So in 21 days, he has got 3 weeks. So we also have another number. We also have another number. Now for me, I started because they wanted weeks. So what they wanted, you can put it on the right hand side. So you can say 7 days equals to 1 week. How about 21 days? So 21 days you divide by 7. So Jasmine divided 21 by 7 and she got here 3 weeks. So another question is here. They said change 77 days to 2 weeks. So let me pick at least a boy to change for us that. Okay. At least Jasmine has been a girl. So we are going to do the gender balance. Let me pick at least a girl here. Okay. A boy, we have Mondi Solomon. Solomon, can you come on and do for us this number? Mondi Solomon. Solomon, are you there?
Yes, teacher.
Oh, yes. We have here 77 days. They're asking us to change to weeks. You have seen how Jasmine changed the 21 days to weeks. So can you also change for us 77 days?
You should first put 7 days equals to 1 week.
Okay, I put here 7 days. Let me just write it clearly. You first put 7 days equals to 1 week. That is what I'm putting. 7 days equals to 1 week, correct?
Then you put 77 days equals to
Yes, equals to 77 divided by 7, isn't it?
yes.
So you divide for us here 77 divide by 7. Okay. Yes, Solomon. Solomon, you are still doing
77 divided by 7 is 11.
Hey, Solomon, what you can do, you can say 7 divided by 7 is 1. And here you can say 7 because 7 can be divided by 7. So 7 also divided by 7 is 1. We have remainder 0. Here also it is 7 divided by 7, which is 1. So 77 days, you have got 11 what? 11 weeks. Not so, Solomon? So members, this is what we learned last time. I really thank those who submitted their work. And after this, I'm going to go to the Google Classroom. I will be able to show you those who submitted their work. Very few of you. I love marking your work, please. Okay, so those who have just joined us, like Chloe, for those who have just joined us, this is primary 4 class, and we are learning mathematics. We have just started. We started with doing some few corrections that we, from the exercise that I gave you last time. So therefore, we are now moving straight to what we are going to learn today. So if you have just joined us, what you have missed is only the correction, which you have already done it also. So let's move direct to what we are going to learn today. Now, I just want a child to remind me, because today it's very important in our life, because we are going to learn something very important. Somebody to tell me the date today so that I can write it down, such that you remember that, oh, on this day, we learned this with teacher Tony. Yes, Kaka, what is the date today, Kaka?
Today is Tuesday, the 28th of September 2021.
Very good. Very good. That is from Cairo. That the day today is Tuesday, 28th September 2021. So that is what I'm writing. That today is Tuesday, 28th September 2021. So today we are going to look at addition of weeks and days. This is what we are going to discuss today. And I want you people to pay attention and listen to my explanation first, because I want to involve you as soon as we begin our lesson. As soon as we start doing the examples, I want you to be involved in this lesson today. So thank you for those of you who have told me the date in the chat. That is good. Now, in this lesson, you are going to add weeks and days correctly. That is what we are going to do in this lesson. We are going to add weeks and days correctly. That is the first thing. Okay, it's just addition, the normal addition, but there is just a simple logic behind adding weeks and days. So therefore, another thing maybe we shall be doing in this lesson, we shall divide the number of days, by 7 if the sum exceeds 6. I want to explain this point. Now, in this point, in these 2 points, let me write here. A question can come and say, add. This is how they can set for you. A question can say add. Okay, then here they put weeks. And I'm very sure that those who went through P3 also learned about this. Okay, add weeks. And here they say days. I want to tell you from the experience that I have in teaching this upper primary, if you set a number like this and you give it to a P6 child, it will be very challenging to a P6 child. So my P4 members, I want you to make sure that once this question, you go to P6, should not challenge you. You go to P5, should not challenge you once you find it. So here they can say, we have under weeks, we have 2. Under days, we have 3. Then here, they are saying plus. Under weeks, maybe we can say 1. Under this, maybe we can say, let me say 2. Let me say this. So this is what we are going to learn now. So what my point is saying here is that we are going to add weeks and days correctly. Now, once we are adding under days, if you find the sum is the answer you get after adding. For example, we are going to add 3 plus 2. We begin adding under days. And here we shall regroup where necessary. Now, if we are adding days, the answer that we should write there should be less than 7, because we have 7 days make a week. So whenever you add under days, these are the answers that you should write under days. You should write 0. Okay, if you add anything and you get 0, you write it there. You can write 1, you can write 2, you can write 3, you can write 4, you can write 5, you can write 6. So the answer you should write under days should be less than 7. Once you add and you get the answer is 7, already 7 days make up a week. So once you get 7, you need to regroup. That is why division comes in. That is why division comes in. So we need to regroup. So in this case, we are going to say, here we have 3 plus 2. What is 3 plus 2, members? What is 3 plus 2? Yes, Angel. Mildred, what is 3 plus 2?
Yes, teacher.
What is 3 plus 2?
5.
3 plus 2 is 5. Now, if you add this answer under days and it falls within these numbers, then you just come and write it here. 3 plus 2 is 5. So meaning here you have 5 days. Then we did not regroup anything, under which we are adding 2 plus 1. Members, what is 2 plus 1? Yes, what is 2 plus 1? Okay, let me get someone here to tell me. Daniel, what is 2 plus 1? Daniel, what is 2 plus 1?
Yes, teacher, 2 plus 1 is 3.
2 plus 1 is 3. Then you also come and write your 3 here. Meaning that when we add weeks and days, we have added 2 weeks, 3 days, plus 1 week, 2 days. We have got 3 weeks, 5 days. That is what we have got. So here there was nothing like regrouping. There was nothing like regrouping. So this is what we are going to be. Doing in this lesson that we are going to discuss. So members, but where there is regrouping, we need to regroup, and that is where I'm going to majorly. Dwell on, so that you are able to add. Now we have example 1. In our example 1, they are saying work out. Yes, work out. Then they have said here weeks, and they have said days. Let us see the figures which they have given. Okay, work out 2 weeks, 4 days, plus 3 weeks, 2 days. So here they are telling us to work out. Now, you come back here and you just write your equal sign. Okay, you write your equal sign, like I'm writing my equal sign like this. Now, when we add under days, we are adding under days first. This is what we begin with first. Now, when you add under days, if your answer is less than 7, okay, if your answer is less than 7, just write that answer there direct. But if your answer is from 7 and above, 7 days, 8 days, so you must change those 7 days, you must change those 8 days in 2 weeks, such that you can be able to regroup. So in this case, let me add. I'm adding 4 plus 2 to see what is the sum. 4 plus 2. What is the sum of 4 plus 2? Members, somebody has already written it in the chat. Oh, very good. Cairo has written it that we have 6. 4 plus 2 is 6. Even Katu Jane also said 6. Grant also said 6. So members, I think I can agree with you that 4 plus 2 is 6. Now, if we are in primary 2, primary 1, we can say these are 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 1, 2. So all together we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So here we have 6. 6 days. It has not yet reached a week. 6 days has not yet reached a week. So we come and write our 6 days here, like this. Then you come this way and add. Again, we are adding 2 plus the 3. So if we have 2 plus 3, I have here 1, 2 plus 3. I have here 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 2 plus 3 gives us here 5. So meaning that when we add days and weeks here, we add 2 weeks plus 4 days, then 3 weeks and 2 days. We got 5 weeks and 6 days. So under days, we have got 6 days. Under week, we have got 5 weeks. And this is your answer. You leave your answer there. You don't write it anywhere. That is where you should leave your answer. Now, let me hear from my P4 members whether they have been following what I have been doing. Yes, Daniel, you are still on. And Blessed, have you followed what I've been doing there?
Yes.
That is good from Daniel. How about from others like Martin? Martin, have you followed that?
Yes.
Hey, you sound like a girl, but okay, let us continue. Okay, Martin, thank you. Let us continue to our next number. This one has been very simple, like taking porridge at school. This number has been very simple, like taking porridge. Let me go to a number which is a bit okay. Let me go to a number which is a bit okay. This one has been like for a P1 child. Now let me go to the one which is like for a P4 child. This is our example 2. In example 2, they are saying add. We have weeks, we have days. Then they say 3 weeks, 5 days in that line, plus 4 weeks, 3 days. So we are adding this. Okay. Now we are adding this. So members, when we are adding, we begin adding under days first. And I told you the answer that we should write under days must be less than 7. Okay, must be less than 7. Here we have weeks. Should you get something which is more than 7 or something which is equivalent to 7, you must change it into weeks. So that is where you should regroup. You should be able to regroup here. It's just like when you are adding this normal addition. When you get a number which is 10, 11, you should regroup. Because there, when you reach P6, P5, they will be telling you something about base 5, about, base 10. So you will have that concept. Now here we are learning weeks and days. Under weeks, it is okay. But under days, we must write the answer, which is less than, these are the answers that I want you to write under days. 0, it's okay. 1 is okay. 2 is okay. 3 is okay. 4 is okay. 5 is okay. And 6 is okay. When I add 5 plus the 3 and I find my answer lies within these numbers, then I will be able to write it. But if the answer is not within these numbers, I must regroup. I must divide. So in this case, I'm adding. So I'm going to add 5. We begin adding under days. 5 plus 3. P4 members want me to add 5 plus 3. Let me add 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then I will add 3. 1, 2, 3. So all together I will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 5 plus 3, I get here 8. These are 8 days already. These are 8 days. Now, here, our answer we are supposed to write under days are this one, and 8 is not there. So what we do, we should divide, we should change 8 days to 2 weeks. We should change 8 days to 2 weeks. So therefore, when I'm changing days to weeks, I divide the given days by 7. So here I'm changing, here we should change. Let me write for you to be following. When you are doing it, you don't need to write this. I'm just trying to explain so that you see what I'm doing. So should you get the answer which is more than 6, you should change it. So we change 8 days. We change 8 days to 2 weeks. Once you get the answer which is more than 7, you must change it. So 8 days to weeks. So when we are changing 8 days to weeks, we shall say 8 divided by 7. So what answer do we get? 8 divided by 7. So now let me divide it. I'm going to draw balls here. I'm going to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm going to divide 8 to 7. I'm going to give 8 to 7. So I start giving 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So you see this one is not enough. So every person is getting 1 remainder. I've remained with 1. So therefore, you begin by writing the remainder. You should write the remainder under days. So this means we have 1 week. It means in 8 days, we have 1 week and 1 day. Are you seeing that? When we divide 8 days by 7, we have 1 week. There is 1 week and 1 day. So we begin by writing 1 day. So I write 1 day here, and I take 1 week and a week. I take 1 week and a week. Then there I will add 1 plus the 3 plus the 4. So I add here my 1 plus 3, then plus 4 here. Plus 4 here. So I can count them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So here I get 8. So our answer becomes, when we add 3 weeks, 5 days plus 4 weeks, 3 days, we get 8 weeks, 1 day. That is how we should add. Now, very good. Some of you were also dividing it here. As I was dividing, some of you were also dividing it in the chat. That is very good. Now, this is a point where I want to bring the learners to participate with me. I do welcome questions. Okay, that teacher, I did not understand that part. Teacher, yes, I've understood that part. So if you have a question, raise it in the chat that, teacher, I have a question. So I will be able to pick you. But if you have understood, we shall go to the next number. Okay, Ruth Namuli, have you understood what I have done there?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, very good. Very good. That is from Ruth. But not everybody is Ruth. There are others also. I want you to be very open because I'm here to teach you. I'm here to make you understand. We go to Gibson. Yes, Gibson, have you understood? Yes. Now these are the people I need. Evelyn, Eve, I'm going to look for you. These are the people I need. It's such a Eve. You hear what you are doing. Okay, Kisache Eve, come on.
Okay, Kisache Eve, come on.
Yes, teacher. Yes, teacher.
First wait, I close someone is
First wait, I
here.
close someone is here.
Yeah, I think that was Gibson.
Yeah, I think that was Gibson.
Or Lumala. I don't know. I have asked you. There is somebody who has two phones. I'm looking for this person.
I'm looking for this person. I'm not free.
Okay, so let me go back to Eve. Kisache, you can now come on. I've cleared with this.
I've cleared with this.
Yes, teacher.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you the one with two phones?
Are you the one with two phones?
No.
Yeah, this person is beating my understanding.
This person is beating my understanding.
Okay, so if you wait, I think you may be the one having that echo, because when I close you, I don't hear that echo. So you need to, if you're having two gadgets or somebody is using the same link with you, if you are learning, many of you, and you are using different gadgets, you don't need to sit together. You can have some distance so that when you are picked to contribute, you cannot have such noise. So I'm very sorry. Now let me go to another person to ask me a question. I'm here to teach and I'm here to repeat whatever you have not understood, okay? Because we must understand, okay? Yes, Ben, can you come and tell me which part have you not understood, Ben?
Yes, teacher.
Which part have you not understood?
This part of days, 5 plus 3 days. Then how did we get 1 day?
Now you remain on and I explain to you, eh?
Yes, teacher.
Now, under days, when we are adding under days, everybody don't think I'm only explaining to Ben. Once we are adding under days, the answer that you are supposed to write under days, how many days make up a week? Ben, how many days make up a week? Ben, are you there?
Yes, teacher.
How many days make up a week?
7 days
7 days.
make up a week.
7 days is equals to 1 week. Are you seeing that?
Yes, teacher.
7 days is 1 week. Therefore, whenever you are going to add under days,
Yes.
and you get the answer which is more than 7 or equals to 7, you must change that answer into what? Into weeks. Are you getting?
Yes.
For example, if we add 5 plus 3. When we add 5 plus 3, we got what? We got 8 days. Those 8 are called 8 days. Are you seeing?
Yes.
Now, in 8 days, 8 days is already more than a week, isn't it?
Yes, teacher.
So you change these 8 days into a week. When you say 7 days, equals to 1 week. So you change this because you cannot write 8 days. If you have weeks here, you cannot write 8 days here. You need to regroup, whereby you will say 8 days.
Divide 7 days.
8 days, you divide it by
7 days.
By 7 days. So when we divide 8 by 7, and I write here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So I'm going to give them 8, isn't it? So I give them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now, when we divide 8 by 7, each person is getting 1, 1, 1, but the remainder is 1. Are you getting? Okay. So 8 days, when you divide it by 7, you will get 1 week. 1 week. And then the remainder, what is the remainder? The remainder is 1. So this remainder is the day. So the remainder is 1 what? 1 day. Are you seeing?
1 day.
So you write 1 day under days. And then you carry your 1 week which you have got. You carry 1 week, you put it under weeks. Are you seeing?
Yes.
And you add it there. So when we add 1 plus 3 is 4. 4 plus 4 is 8. So that is why we got here 1, because we have remained 8 days. When we divide by 7, we get 1 week remainder 1 day. I see.
Yes.
So that's why we have got here 1. Are you getting that?
Yes, teacher.
Now I'm still going to bring more questions. I'm still going to bring more questions about this, whereby you are supposed to regroup. I'm bringing more questions about that so that we can be able to understand. So have you understood me now, Ben?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. So we can go to number 2. I wish my number 2 is also similar to what we have done here. Add weeks and days. So Ben, you can mute yourself.
Yes, teacher.
Because your brother, your sister was crying. Okay, so here we have, they are telling us to add 1 week plus 6 days. And then we have here 4 weeks and 3 days. This is what they are telling us to add. Members, this is what they are telling us to add. Now, when we add under days, I told you that the answer we should write under days should be less than 7. Once you add and you find the answer is 7 or more, you are supposed to change that answer into days and weeks. So let me try to add this. Okay, let me try to add this, unless someone wants to add it for us. Okay, Jasmine wants to do it for us. Jasmine, can you come on and do for us this number? Yes, Jasmine?
Yes, teacher.
Can you do for us that number? Can you explain to us that number?
6 plus 3.
Here we are going to have 6 plus 3. What is the answer?
9.
The answer here is 9. So this 9 is 9 days. Are you seeing?
Yes, teacher.
This 9 is 9 days. Because you added the 6 days plus 3 days, you get 9 days. Now, 9 days. Are you going to come and write 9 days under days?
No.
What are you going to do?
We are going to divide.
We are going to change 9 days into weeks, isn't it?
Yes, teacher.
Can you change? How do you change it now?
7 days equals 1 week.
7 days
equals 1 week.
Equals 1 week. Good. Then 9 days
equals 9 divided by 7.
9 divided by 7. So if you divide here, you are going to get the weeks and the days. Are you getting?
Yes, teacher.
So I can draw here 7 balls, eh?
Yes, teacher. 4, 5, 6, 7.
And 7, eh? So we are going to divide 9 to them. Let me count 9 somewhere here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now we pick from here, we give. We pick from here, we give. Are you getting?
Yes, teacher.
Can we pick 1 from here? We give here, eh?
2.
We give here.
3.
We give here. We give here. We give here. Continue.
7.
We are okay. 7. We give here. Now, what do you remain here with, which you have not cancelled?
We remain there with 2.
Each person is getting how many?
Each person is getting 1.
Remainder. So that 1 is 1 week. Are you seeing?
Yes, teacher.
That 1 is 1 week. Then what you have remained with, that remainder becomes the remainder is 2 days. Are you seeing?
Yes, teacher.
Very good. So this means that, Jasmine, what do I write under days now?
He writes 2.
I write 2. And we shall regroup. We shall take 1 week under week also like this. Are you seeing?
Yes, teacher.
Then you add for us that.
1 plus 1 plus 4.
What do you get? Okay, you begin with 1 plus 1. What do you get?
2.
2. Then 2 plus 4. What do you get?
We get 6.
We get 6. So when you add 1 week plus 6, 1 week 6 days plus 4 week 3 days, what have you got?
We have got 62.
We have got 6 weeks 2 days. This is it. We say 6 weeks 2 days. What have you got?
6 weeks 2 days.
Thank you very much, my friend Jasmine. Okay, so members, this is how we add. This is how we add under weeks and the days. The main point here is the answer which you are supposed to write under days should be less than 7. Like here, if you get the answer, like for example, you added the 6 plus the 3, you got 9. These 9 days, you change it into weeks, whereby you divide 9 by 7. So when you divide 9 by 7, you got 1 remainder 2. So that 1 become 1 week. So in 9 days, there is 1 week and 2 days. In 9 days, there is 1 week and 2 days. So that 2 days, you write it under days. Then that 1 week, you regroup it under weeks. And then you add as usual. So members, this is how you add days and weeks. Very good. Somebody also like Nakato had added it properly, 6 weeks, 2 days. Very good. Okay, so I want you to try this number. I want you to try this number. There, I want you to try this number. Please, I want you to try this number. This is our number that I want you to try. Okay, so look at this question. Look at this question. These are your trial numbers. Okay, the first one is saying add weeks, days. Then the second one is also saying add weeks and days. So let me see. The first one is saying 1 week, 2 days. The second one is saying 3 weeks, 4 days. We are adding, the first one, we are adding 1 week, 2 days plus 5 weeks, 1 day. Very simple. Then here we are adding 3 weeks, 4 days plus 2 weeks, 5 days. So add this and tell me the answer. Now, yeah, now you do it. I will pick you later. Somebody is saying, teacher, me, I want you to first try it before I involve you in the lesson. Okay, so some of you who are sending link, I don't know which link you are sending. I don't know which link you are sending, but this work is the whatever message you are sending is only coming to me or to my admin Eric. Don't think that the link you are sending will go to others. Now, some people are saying I've already finished. Oh, Jasmine, you have finished. Jasmine, I think let me allow Keita to do it. Keita, I don't know which number you have finished because you are saying you have finished. Keita. Oh, Keita, come on and tell us which number you want to do.
I want to do number 2.
You want to do number 2?
Yes.
Correct. You can do it. It's okay. You are allowed.
4 plus 5 equals 9.
Let me write it here. 4 plus 5 equals 9. Good.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Correct.
Yes, equals to 9. So what do we do here?
Then we divide 9 by 7.
So whenever you get the answer which is more than 6, you divide it. Eh?
Yes.
So 9 divided by 7. What do you get?
You get 1 remainder 2.
You get 1 remainder 2. So what you do, which one do you write under days?
1.
Now, if you divide like this, when you divide 9 divided by 2, this one, the first answer you get becomes the week. That is the week. So meaning in 9 days, you have 1 week and 2 days. Are you seeing?
Yes, teacher.
So that means that 2, you write it under days like this. Then you regroup 1. You can continue. You can continue.
3 plus 2 equals 5. 3 plus 2.
Okay, now begin. We have carried 1 week. So begin by saying 1 plus 3. What do you get?
1 plus 3, you get 4.
4 plus 2, what do you get?
You get 6.
So what is your answer now?
6 days and 2 days. 6 weeks and 2 days.
Very good. Thank you. Thank you there. Somebody also has got it. Now let me go to another person who wants to do number 1 because our friend has done number 1. Now, if you have not renamed yourself, then it will be very hard for me to pick you. Okay, like this one did not rename this self, and yet I wanted to pick you. So what do I do? Aizel, okay? Yes, Aizel, can you come on?
Yes, teacher.
Which number do you want to do? Number 2 is already done, so do for us number 1.
Okay, teacher. Two plus 1 equals 3.
Yeah, 2 plus 1 equals to 3. That one is direct, isn't it?
Yes.
2 plus 1 equals
3.
3. So you just write it direct.
1 plus 5 equals 6.
1 plus 5 equals. So there also there is no regrouping. We just write it direct. So what answer have you got?
I got 63.
You got 63. That is, you say I got 6 weeks because 6 is under weeks. So we are saying 6 weeks and 3 days. Okay.
Okay.
What answer have you got? What answer have you got?
I got 6 weeks and 3 days.
Very good. Very good. So members, this is how we do it. Now, the main point I'm trying to say here is, let's compare the two numbers. We have number 1. Under days, we added, the answer we added, we got less than 7. So whenever you get the answer which is less than 7, just write it direct. But if you come here and you get the answer which is 7 or more than 7, you must divide it. You must change it into weeks. So like here we added the 4 plus 5, we got 9. So 9 is more than 7. We cannot write it under days because we only have, if we have got 7 days, that makes a week already. We need to regroup. Once you get 7 days, you need to regroup. You divide and you regroup. So here we got 9. So 9 divided by 7, we got 1, remainder 2. So the remainder becomes the day. And then the quotient, the answer you get after dividing becomes the week. So there we write 2 days and then we regroup 1. And when 1 plus 3, we get 4. 4 plus 2, we get 6. So this is how we should be doing. Okay, this is how we should be doing. Now, I want to ask Victor to tell me which part have you not understood, Victor? Victor, you can come on and tell us which part have you not understood, Victor? Please, Victor, can you come on? Victor, please.
I have not understood the dividing.
Okay, you have not understood the dividing, eh?
Yes.
Okay, we are going to repeat that dividing. Okay, let us repeat the dividing. You stay on, are you getting?
Yes.
Now, what we are saying here, this is what our friend did. Eh? What we are saying here is, let me begin with number 1, Victor. Eh?
Yes.
In number 1, when we add 2 plus 1, we got what? We got 3 days. Eh?
Yes.
Now, 3 days is less than 7. So you just write it direct. Then we did not even regroup anything. We did not carry anything. So you just go and add again 1 plus 5. So this was just direct for my boy there. Now, when you come to number 2, in number 2, we are adding 4 days plus 5 days. 4 days plus 5 days, what do we get? 4 days plus 5 days, we get
9.
We get 9. Now, you see here it was only 3, but now here is 9 days. So you cannot come and write this 9 here. This becomes wrong because 9 days and yet you have weeks here. 9 days can be changed to weeks. Are you getting?
Yes.
9 days can be changed to weeks. So when you are changing 9 days to weeks, this is 9 days. When you are changing days to weeks, you divide it by 7. Are you getting?
Yes.
So whatever answer you get here, which is more than 7, divide that answer by 7. So here you divide 9 divided by 7 like this. Now, when you are dividing 9 by 7, what answer will you get? So here, when I draw here 7 balls, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now I'm dividing 9 to these 7 people. Are you getting?
Yes.
So I'm dividing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this line is not enough, eh?
Yes.
And that becomes our remainder. So this is the answer we have got. 9 divided by 7. Each person is getting 1, 1, 1, 1 equally, eh?
Yes.
So that is that one there become 1 week. Are you getting?
Yes.
And what you have remained with when you divide 9 by 7, when you divided 9 by 7, what you remain with becomes the what? Becomes the day. So the remainder is equals to 2. And that 2 become 2 what? 2 days, like this. Are you getting?
Yes.
So when you are going to write the answer, you begin writing 2 days, which is the remainder. You write the remainder here, 2, that is 2 days. And we have got 1 week, 2 days. So you take 1 week here. So that one now you add 1 plus 3, you get 4. 4 plus 2, you get
6.
You get 6. So your answer become 6 weeks and 2 days. So my point here is, when you get a number which is more than 7, or even if 7, you must change it to 2 weeks. Let me give you another point, another example here as we conclude. Let me give another example here as we conclude. For example, let me rub this. Just to get the space. I'm rubbing this just to get the space. Now, for example, if I asked you to add, let me say add. I'm giving another example. Let me say add weeks. Add weeks. And here days. Add weeks and days. Now, under weeks, let me put something like 4. And let me put something like 3 plus, let me put something like 2. And let me put here something like 4. Now, here, when they ask you to add, you are going to add 3 plus 4. What do you get when you add 3 plus 4? What do you get?
7.
You get 7. Now, these are 7 days. Are you seeing?
Yes.
Now, in this case, 7 days can make 1 week. Are you getting? So you change these 7 days into weeks. Don't write 7 under days, because 7 days make up 1 week. So once you get 7, divide that 7 by 7. Okay?
Yes.
7 divided by 7. What is the answer? So when I draw here 7 balls, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Then I'm dividing 7 to 7. I'm dividing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Do we have a remainder?
Is 1.
Do we have a remainder?
No.
We have 1 week. We have 1 week. And we have no remainder. So 1 week, and here there is no remainder. The remainder is 0. So that remainder, which is 0, you write it under days that we have here 0. And that 1 week, we take it here. Then you add 1 plus 4. What is 1 plus 4, my friend?
It's 5.
5. 5 plus 2, what do you get? We get 5 plus 2, we get 7. So the answer for this one becomes 7 weeks and no day. 7 weeks and 0 day. So members, this is what you are supposed to be doing. I like those who are trying in the chat here. They are really getting the answer that we are doing. So otherwise, thank you so much for paying attention. I hope that I have attended to all those who were saying they have questions. I hope I've attended to you. I've been seeing that from the chat. Thank you so much, members. So members, just wanted to inform you that this work, you are going to find it in the Google Classroom. Okay? All this work that I have done, you are going to find it in the Google Classroom. Now, I don't want you to go away. I want just take 2 minutes to show you where you are getting the work from. Don't go away. Just remain there. Just use 1 minute. Actually, 1 minute. Let me use 1 minute to show you where you are going to get the work from. When you go to your Google Classroom, I understand all of you right now, you know your Google Classroom. So when you open Google Classroom, in this class, there was a challenge of a certain child who did not. So you come to P4 class. For your case, you may have only one Google Classroom in your class. So this is P4. You come under classwork. So when you come under classwork, now for mathematics that we have learned right now, I have not yet put the exercise, but I'm going to put it. Then when you come to the notes, the note is here. You see, under mathematics, you come to mathematics lesson notes. Mathematics lesson notes. So when you open that, you will find the work we are doing. I have named it as P4 Mathematics Lesson 7. So you just come here and click on the word Lesson 7, and you will find that work there like this. So the work is there. Okay, this is what we have been learning, and I've been putting there the answers already. Okay?
Yes.
So for those of you who are not getting that work, that is where you get the work. Then how about if you want the exercise? Okay, let me even put the exercise as you are seeing. I want to put the exercise as you are seeing. Okay, now if you come to the exercise, where do you find the exercise? So this is for lesson 7. Okay, so you are going to come and find this exercise under the assignment. So attempt all the questions. So this is what I want you to do, because last time some of you did not get the exercise. So I want to get for you the exercise. This is the exercise. Then I put it there. Okay. In this exercise, I'm going to give you 10 marks, and I want you to do this exercise by Thursday. You should have finished the exercise, and it is going under mathematics. Now I assign you. Now I want you to see. Now when you come under mathematics, you see the exercise is here. Mathematics activity for lesson 7. So when you click on it, you will be able to view the assignment. Okay, you open it like this, and you find the work is there. This is the work. Add, work out, add, like that. So you'll be doing what the teacher has been teaching you. So that is how you will find this work in the Google Classroom. So I don't want that issue of saying, teacher, we have not seen the work. Otherwise, I thank you so much for paying attention. And this is our Google Classroom classroom code. Let me just request Alana to close with a prayer. Let me request Alana to close with a prayer. Yeah, somebody is saying, help me with Google Classroom code. Let me just go back there before we pray. Our Google Classroom code. Okay, let us close the prayer, then I can get for you the Google Classroom code. Okay, who is ready to lead us into the closing prayer? Put up your arms. Yes, Sarah, can you pray for us, Sarah? At least, Sarah, can you lead us?
Yes.
All right. Thank you for blessing us, and thank you for giving our parents money to pay for us data, and thank you for healing the sick, and thank you for everything you've done, Father. And I bless all of you, and in the name of Jesus Christ I've prayed. Amen.
Amen. Thank you.
Teacher, the Google Classroom.
The Google Classroom code. Let me.
Google
Bye.
Teacher.
Bye.
Bye, teacher.